Okay, so this video is really going to be a short rant that just really got on my nerves. Now, the topic was Kobe Bryant came up, which he died. It's fucked up to say. Like we remember Kobe when he started the NBA. We remember, like I remember him when he first came into the league as out of high school, and that was like back when people didn't come out of high school to go to the NBA. So I get it. Like that was a feat. But they were showing like the thing that annoyed me, which has annoyed me for a while. They showed pictures of like this video camera footage of him dunking in high school, and like, and it's I'm not mad at him or anything, but it's like I'm like confused at the sheer like at the appreciation of NBA players dunking. Like, and this is a complete side rant. It has nothing to do with MGTOW. This is just my thing I wanted to rant about. Like, why are people like why is that such a glorified thing? I mean, like these NBA players are already 6 foot tall, 6'6" tall. So by the time they just reach up, they're already touching 9.5 feet. And then they're like, jumping literally 6 inches and then dunking the ball. It's like that's nothing, son. That's like the equivalent of me at 5'7" dunking on like a 6.5 foot rim. Like motherfuckers gonna be jumping out there. Oh my god! like think about that shit. Like Spud Webb makes sense. Spud Webb I think he might have been. No, I think he was about 5'7", and he was winning dunk contests. Now that takes skill because motherfuckers running around the planet aren't 5'7" and just ain't walking around dunking. That's a rarity. But motherfucker, if you're 6'6", there is nothing. Like you're already fucking there. like think about you, motherfucker. You 6'6", and then you just reach up and you already touching halfway through the damn net. What the fuck? There's nothing special about that. Like Allen Iverson, he had a 40-inch vertical. That's impressive. But I mean, anything higher than that, there's no reason to get excited about these NBA players who are like because they're dunking. That's nothing. Now, okay, now we'll say Vince Carter brought back athleticism in dunking. Because now Vince Carter, if you guys remember Vince Carter, he dunked like he was mad at that rim. Like that was impressive because of his aggression behind it. But like the average, like the regular dunks, like just the regular. I mean, like seriously, if you're 6'6" tall, it is not impressive if you dunk a basketball. Okay, you're already at the motherfucking rim. Like when you reach your hand up at 6'6", you already at least touching the net. So that's like what, like a 10-inch vertical. At that point, it's like, oh my god, that's just a side rant. Like I said, okay, like I thought about, it's the equivalent of like in the fictional world, like Batman, right? Batman is Batman. Batman's cool. Batman's this. Batman's that. It sure makes. I mean, it's cool until you look at what he was actually handed in life. Like the character of Batman. Batman came into a family with infinite resources. Okay, he never had to work, never had to think about anything but what he wanted to think about. So I mean, of course, he should be able to whoop somebody's ass if he wouldn't took any type of, MMA training course. He should be able to whoop, some random street thug walking down the street. You know what I'm saying? Like in the end, Batman's just a spoiled brat bully. If you really look at the total view of Batman, that's what he is. He's a spoiled brat bully. He beats up people that didn't have the same resources that he had. And the second a bad guy ever grew to like half as potent as Batman, Batman had to go hide in some shadow because he got his ass whooped. Like it's unbelievable. Like it is the same thing with the NBA players. It's like it's unbelievable. Like they're already 6'6". This is just my thing. Like it's not impressive. Like that is no impressive feat. Okay, now I'll give. I mean, okay, even if you, to put it into more perspective, let's say you give, okay, me at 5'7", you give me a basketball that's like, prorated, to fit me if I was 6'7", and then a hoop that was prorated to fit me if I was 6'7", I'd be shooting motherfucking 95% too. Like, cause it's right, bloop. Like, it's right there. Like I don't have that whole extra trajectory to have to mess with, to have to go up with it. Like, see, like, oh my God, like I just can't get over that shit. Like, and I've had this is just a personal rant, because I've had this issue for a while, just thinking about the logic of it. Like, it's ridiculous. Now in the NFL, rugby, like yeah, now that shit takes like a certain level of courage and courage and skill to run, and how to run in the right situation, in the right scenario. That shit, yeah, I get it. Yeah, you don't just wake up one day 6'7" and say I want to play rugby because you get your motherfucking ass whooped. But you just wake up. Like, if you was just genetically born to be 6'7" and be like, you know what, I want to dunk a ball. Okay, dunk. Like there's no training. Like seriously, it's fucking like it's the most. It's one of the most easiest. I don't even call it a scam. It's not even a scam. It's just like dumb people worshiping shit because they're failing to see the logic of it. They're already tall as fuck. I don't know. That's me. It's a 5-minute video because this was just a rant. I don't know.